Good morning, my fellow patriots. Welcome to another segment of walking on the Wind Ridge Warpath. And when I'm finished walking today's 15-mile march, I'm going to be at 8,686 miles in 5.5 years. For the rest of my life, every time I see these flowers, I will be reminded of the great day that I walked around Gettysburg, not with the flag out of respect for the dead Confederates. I actually put the flag inside my backpack. I'm a student of American history, my friends, and I love our history. For in the story of our history here in America, if you know the story of how it all fell together, you can learn from the mistakes of the past, and when fighting for freedom, you just have flashbacks to times in American history when great men or great women did things to save freedom. Well, this is a subject about the Civil War. So, like I said, I was on a journey. I wrecked my van in New York City when I was protesting the Islamic people wanted to build a mosque on Ground Zero, and they can build anywhere in America. That's what's the beautiful thing about our country. But they can't build on 9/11, even though, as you all know, I know that our government had a big hand in blowing up the buildings in New York City. And if you don't know anything about 9/11 truth, you got a lot of studying to do. But anyways, let's get right to the Civil War subject. And on the way, I had to drive. I drove a rent-a-car all the way home after I wrecked my van in New York City, and then on the way back with the rent-a-car, I stopped in Gettysburg and had one, like I said, a very memorable moment. So anytime on Flag Day, just remember, if you're near Gettysburg, Pennsylvania on Flag Day, those flowers are everywhere. But anyways, the title of this video, I don't even know what it's gonna be, but it's about, I was doing some research about the battle, Sherman's march through Georgia and the Battle of Atlanta. And you know, I sympathize with the sons. I call them the sons of the grandsons of the Revolution, the guys who fought in the Civil War, because that's who they were. And you know, this country's not really that old, and the Civil War wasn't that very long ago. So yes, there was a dilemma, and Sherman, instead of fighting, modern war had hit during the Civil War. Basically, in the beginning of the war, even in Gettysburg, when two armies faced each other, they just didn't build trenches. They just totally marched against each other. Well, modern warfare had hit, and Sherman was a brilliant strategizer. And one Confederate soldier described Sherman best. He said, Sherman will never, when they captured him, he said, Sherman's never going to go to hell. He's going to outflank the devil and get around the guards of heaven. I thought that was amazing, and that's what inspired this video. So go check out the blog on my website about the Battle of Atlanta. And you know, a lot of people, Lee screwed up in Gettysburg, but Lee was a brilliant general. And you know, the more I study about, I put Grant in front of Lee as in the top 10 generals of the American history. I have Grant in front of Lee. But you know, Lee was brilliant, and I can see why people sympathize with Lee. And he did not want President Jefferson Davis, to put General Hood in charge, because, like he said, General Hood fights like a lion, but he doesn't have the wisdom of a fox. and he wanted Sherman wanted, I mean Lee wanted, when Davis consulted with Lee, Lee wanted General Hardee, I believe. Yeah, General Hardee. So go check it out. Very interesting time in American history. And it's always good to go back to our history to see rough and tough and great American patriots fight for freedom, because that's what we're doing right now, my friends. We need inspiration, and anytime you ever need inspiration, just go to American history and see how hard they fought for freedom. We must do that now. See you guys in the next video.